Hi, this is Andrew Yelmakowski, owner of Heartland Credit Restoration. I'm going to try to give you a little tip here to speed up your credit repair, okay? Sometimes, mostly medically specific collections, we can find little ways to help you get that collection removed and paid off to where it won't damage it. I want to give you a little secret. Every once in a while, when a copayment is required or just payment doesn't happen in general on a medical debt, they're going to file a collection against you, okay? So you might have the hospital that you originally went to was the creditor, and then they sold the collection to a company that they have an arranged agreement with who is inevitably going to file the collection, really hurt your credit report, and inevitably be the collection company that you owe. One thing that we have found that's become more and more common, especially with medical collections, is that if you can find the original creditor, so let's just say it was Mercy Hospital, for example, was the original provider. If you call the original provider, sometimes, and if you tell them or ask them, hey, I had a copayment that slipped through the cracks and I don't know what happened, but I missed the payment and it resulted in a collection. Is there any way that I can pay you directly in full and have you pull that collection back from the collection company itself? You know what? You would be surprised how many hospitals and medical institutions right now are willing to do that with the agreements and the arrangements they have with the collection attorneys that represent them. What does that mean? Well, what it would mean is it's just like the collection never happened. If you would have paid the bill on time, the collection would have never happened and you wouldn't have seen the negative score movement. But it did happen. You missed the payment and a collection was filed. But if you go to the original creditor and are willing to make that contact call to see if they'd be willing to take payment in full, chances are you're not going to be able to get any type of a settlement done with the original creditor because there was a specific amount due. And it makes no sense that they should just discount it because you were late to pay them, okay? However, if you are willing to pay them in full and ask them if they're willing to pull the collection back from the collection agency, you can pay the original collector, pay the actual hospital direct, and they will pull it every once in a while back from the collection agent, which is the equivalent of it being deleted. We're seeing more and more of this, and part of the problem is that the medical system has slowed a bit in the last few years based off certain legislations that has happened. So it's super important to understand there are things that you can do to try to help your credit in a way that's going to give you max benefit. We might need to look at seeing if you can make contact with the original creditor and do a collection pullback.